The heart of the Akita beats. Our veins stir. You are close. Seek the ancient kith who dwell here. They will show you the way.
An intruder comes.
That's a ghost. That's an Akitan ghost!
Não, nós veio daqui, né? Que missão, porra de missão é essa que tá pedindo pra voltar pra lá? Vamos pra cá, mano. Deixa eu ver. Nakbel. Que belo. Falar com o Neymar.
You don't belong here. Why have you come? What business do you have in this place? Tell me, before I strike you down.
Você tá doido, tá me ameaçando, doidão.
The gardener grows and grows and grows their reach still, I see.
The gardener? That must be how the ancient Akitans referred to their god, to Sapadal.
I am Numena, Tebaro Senakis, and guardian of the Akita and the living lands. They came swarming, relentless, these juggernauts. So many they stole the heat from the stars. They brought death to our temples. They brought doom to our king. And the sky held no sun as our children screamed.
Oh, I know this. You speak of the Magfolk.
Yes, Story Seeker. Their corpses remain, as do our memories of what they did to us. We would have offered them everything, just to save some piece of us. But they did not speak. The Deathbringers were only there for the slaughter. Our words were burned. Our buildings were broken. Anything that was of Akita, they destroyed.
That's why there are no records, no histories.
We fought so hard, but we fell too. Then they trapped our gardener.
Trapped. A sepulchre of endless night. Bones beneath roots. Stop this. The memory, It scorches our wounds. The light, it blinded us. Why were we so afraid?
The gardener quickens. This hastens our fears. The gardener was afraid, yes. They were terrified. That was all they saw. Death hungers and cannot be sated. That which killed the Akita wants more slaughter still. So our gardener calls then, begging one more time to be set free.
We wait. They know. They understand. Why do they hinder you?
When the gardener calls, there is no turning away. But you will prove yourself to us through a series of trials. Survive these trials, and you will know the way to the garden. First is a trial of strength. Demonstrate your might against our ancient dead, and earn the right to face the second.
Eu gostei, um desafiozinho. Ah, vamos aceitar isso aí, né? Pera aí, meu brother. Vai já. Que assim seja.
We wish you a better fate than the one we saw. The path to the garden lays before you. It is the only way. Go now. Your trials begin.
Understudies, we just spoke to an ancient Akidan.
Agora o bicho vai pegar, mano.
We've got company.
On your right here.
Dá na carteira.
On your right.
Arqueiro primeiro.
Well, that was certainly a nightmare. That was a close one.
É isso, eu gostei. Desafio da hora. Ah, eu tô louco, eu não sei se na vida aqui. Pude lá, deixa eu ver lá. Ah, na vida aqui.
That ghost called you a Tebaru Sanakis. That must be what the Akita called their godlikes.
Doideira.
I'll have to do a more thorough reading later, but it looks like it's from life. It seems Nakuguel was divinely inspired, so it's Sapadal's fault you got lost over there.
Parece que a gravidade tá estranha aqui desse lugar. Porra é essa? Ó. Doideira, mano. Aqui é mais. Sobe.
Nice of them to give us a little break, isn't it?
They're gathering their strength. We should do the same.
Ah, já fechou? Mentira. Caralho. Bola de fogo do caralho.
Watch your right! Sei eu, meu gatão. Conquista máxima. Alcançando nível máximo 30? Será? Porra. Não vamos ter mais nível? Dá uma olhada aqui, cara. Aparentemente não veio daqui. Aí veio, pulou lá, tá? Desceu. Beleza. E do lado esquerdo aqui. That's the last of them. So much for the first trial. On to the second.
É, era pra ser do lado esquerdo mesmo. Tem ela. Então, bora. Uma coisa aqui embaixo. Olha, aqui nós sai no início, olha. Ó, é um item valioso aqui. Pô, mas não entendi, né? Voltou no início? Mais ou menos. Era só isso aqui? Pra subir, né? Onde nós subiu, né? Já tá, foi aberta a porta, não vai abrir mais. Vou ver só questão de missão aqui. As missões aqui, cara. Alvorada, missão secundária. Tá, o jeito é dar uma olhada se não ficou nada e já era.
door open. And another ghost.
Aqui, boa.
Another stranger.
E aí, meu brother?
You have the gardener's markings, but you are not one of us. You did not fall with us. Why have you come here? Tell me your mind. Tell me what rides in it.
Eu vou focar no jardim, porque eu não sei se eu pular pro diálogo diferente, porque eu queria encontrar esse cara aqui também. Talvez se eu mudar pra esse diálogo, nós esquece o jardim. Eu acho que é muito improvável, mas... E agora eu tô em dúvida entre os dois. Eu acho que eu vou escolher o... jardim.
The Magfolk sought the gardener too, and our gardener did not want to be found. Our gardener knew what the Magfolk would do, and they broke the world to keep themselves safe. The waters boiled, the land opened, the rivers rose, and we drowned.
We broke the pain. We died with them. How could... did we do this?
Visto de luz.
Your wings pinned open. Where could we go? We cannot leave. We cannot. We ride. Why must we feel this again?
There were so few of us left when the Magfolk were at our doors. We are dead. What can pity do? We are beyond help. But the gardener... their ways are not the ways of people. You want a path to the garden? Pass this trial of the mind. Show me how clever you are. We will know the breadth of your wisdom before we let you learn what our gardener truly is.
Whatever gets us answers must be worth it, right?
A trial of the mind. I wonder if there's a clever trick to it.
Esse cara vai pular lá? Vai. Isso, pula na água. Cara. Será que realmente é aqui? Tem aqui, na verdade. Se não for, fazer o quê?
and wrong.
Don't overthink it. Just go through.
Ah, mentira, caralho. Ai, caralho. Acompanhando aí, né? Tô escutando. Agora, desce aqui, será? Ué.
These ghosts aren't very helpful, are they?
The dead should not keep secrets. Unless they resent the living.
Ah, mentira, caralho.
Perhaps they're just unused to visitors.
Filha da...
Surely they will come back to us eventually.
Valeu, meu brother. Nossa, que tapada, hein? Tem aqui nada. Cheio de armadilhas. Ai, mentira. Não, 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 não. Peguei fogo nesse caralho.
Who maintains these traps? Ridiculous when you think about it.
Estão queimando a criatura. Ó, a outra vai morrer, ó. A do fogo, Giata, pangolé. Tem uma saída. Vou conseguir subir, vai.
I can already tell this is going to hurt.
Slow down a bit. That should make things easier.
Ah! Caralho, tudo pega flecha nesse caralho. Treinamento. Não. Desarmado. Não tem nada aqui. Vamos ter que sair daqui de novo.
The Echidans are being less welcoming than I'd hoped.
What did you expect? They're dead.
They must be trying to protect their
Na
garden.
porta.
Still, this feels hostile.
Don't worry. We're getting answers, with or without their help.
Arquinho de qualidade.
Looks like a list of building materials. Probably for Nakukubel itself. Third time's the charm. Another door is revealed.
Abriu mais uma porta.
You bear our gardener's mark. Somehow you've proven to have strength and wit. We now see what you represent. We know the truth of you. We cannot risk you causing another calamity. You know Nimana's brethren were mistaken, but we would know what's best for our gardener. We understand what they are. No more words. You have not earned the right. Finish your last trial. Perhaps, but you will have none from me. You come as a supplicant. You do not have the privilege of questions. Go.
The living should not heed the advice of the dead.
Of course these trials require a leap of faith.
Será?
Within wrath!
E agora, cara?
You bear our gardener's mark.
The gardener has grown roots into the Outlander.
What do you truly seek with our God?
This is... oh. Oh. Well, seems like some of the construction crew had all kinds of fun.
Outlander.
The fur on the back of my neck is standing up.
Somehow you bested our trials. Like vermin, you persist.
Like vermin, you endured. You kept your head.
You live where worthier souls have fallen, but your journey ends here.
Soil hardens. Hesitation. Why do they smell fear? They are here to be found. Why? Why will they not free us?
This is where you die, Outlander. We cannot risk you provoking the Gardener and causing another calamity.
Be that as it may, we still won't risk another. You must perish, Outlander.
We will not have the Gardener break this land again. You cannot convince us otherwise.
Accusations like water. We do not recognize our face. The ripples break. What do they hide from us? Why do they turn away?
Now, lay your life down. We will all rest quietly. The Gardener will not be disturbed.
Vamos lutar.
We only do what we must.
Tranquilo.
So be it. Prepare yourself.
Caralho. Pô, garoto, tá? E aí, mano? Nossa.
Anyone else want to die a second time?
Oh, and it looks like we got a prize on the
fácil.
table over there. Let's take a look, shall we?
É muito fácil. Já. Acho que nós veio dessa porta, né? Deixa eu ver. É, não tem como voltar, nós veio daqui. Não tem nada pra cá, tem uma porta à esquerda e uma à direita. Vamos ver qual é que é aqui. Dispositivo. Daqui abre. Não abre.
I've never seen an Akedan device like this. These mechanisms, they mark the locations of important sites. It's a map.
Ever closer. We must speak of this.
A map? I can't believe it survived all these years. Just waiting for the right hands to pick it up again.
Don't rush me, dearie. Akedan isn't easy to translate, you know.
So close. We reach. Find us in the Adra.
Your gods said hello, didn't they? Go on then, deal with them. I need time to translate. god wants a chat.
Come, we yearn for answers.
Meu brother.
You are here. You heard us in the roots. You seek the garden. You know the way. But the Tabaru Sanakis, they turn from you. How can this be? Surely they would welcome you as kin, grafted from the same root. As painful as a wound reopened, yes. We were theirs and they were ours, and we told them to protect the wild and the green. In return, we promised to protect them, and we were true. Always, we protected them. We will not remember. We do not hide. Lies. The rot twists our memories, splinters them. Reflections in a night-swallowed lake. We lived in harmony. We were at peace, and then they came with metal bodies and murderous intent. We tried to stop them. We did not want them to die. We loved them. We tried. We loved them so much. We did not cause pain. The spirits lie. We love them most. They twist our words. We will show you. Let us offer you another gift, a seedling of power.
Deixe-nos oferecer outro presente, uma semente de poder. Vou aceitar essa porra.
We will show you our favor. Wait. An intruder. The piercing light. She draws near. The wire. A razor in our throat. Stop her! We writhe. We bleed. She brings the purging fire at her back. She comes to trap us. Out! Set her out! Set us free!
Caralho, agora o bicho vai pegar, né? Se for aquela mulher, hein? O bicho é braba. Ladrão.
Wake up! Wake up!
Acordei.
What happened? Are you all right? What did you do?
While you were unconscious, the Adra pillar was not. A great deal of energy passed through it, to parts unknown.
You can't hear all the dream thralls trying to get in now. What happened with Sabadal? Once we get past all these dream thralls, I'll be excited to see what scares a god. They're flooding the area, so I think it's a great time to leave. Now! The map points us to Galawain's tusks. We'll find the way to the garden there. We just have to find a godless tower on the southern coast, and boom! There's our entrance into the garden.
We should talk to Marius. He knows the tusks better than anyone. Until then, we must ready ourselves for a fight.
Protect the envoy.
Caralho.
Much as I hate to leave, let's get out of here before more dreams. It's easy when you can.
Cura nós,
Watch your right.
On your left here.
Nicely done.
Caralho, que porra é essa? Boa, para com isso, mano.
Ready to go. Now.
Você pra onde nós vai?
Watch your right. We should go.
Que isso, não vai parar de ter bicho, não.
Ready to go. Now.
É, não vai ter que ir. Não é por aqui. Ah, caralho.
Watch your right.
Ready to go.
Posso ir embora. Queria saber. Realmente nós temos que sair dessa porra aqui.
Darling, I'm ready to go. Now.
Diário.
Now.
Another soul to the beast.
We should go. I let you have. I'm ready to go. Now.
É, vai ter que ir embora daqui. A luta aqui é infinita. Bora, acho que tem que sair daqui, mano. Eu acho, né? Se não for, deu ruim. Entendi é nada, cara. Fuja de Nacubel. Tá, aparentemente eu vou ter que ir lá entregar a missão lá. Beleza, peraí. Eu vou ter que viajar pra cá, infelizmente. Não pode fazer viagem rápida quando está em combate. Mas eu não tô nem em combate, cara.
We got out just in time. Let's
Get off me! I hope you can only do that with branches.
They're coming!
Someone's eager to meet us. I need my space.
Quick as a fox!
Errando tudo. Ah, muito obrigado. Bom, que era só isso, só enfrentar essa aranha aqui pra pegar o loot. Bora. Bora. A gente tem que fugir pra cá, mas aparentemente não pode fazer viagem rápida. Olha pra você ver, cara. Tem uma coisa pra entregar lá, ó. E é osso. Vai não, hein? Ah, eu acho que é pra ali, ó. preciso descer, cara. Como é que eu vou descer aqui?
The branch breaks. We've got company.
You asked for it. On your left, dear.
Ah, pula logo isso aí.
In the garden.
Invadiu tudo.
Visitors, plead before you worsen the situation. Ruins are overgrown with corruption. Should burn it out before it spreads. You're a child playing at being a hero. You understand none of the forces at work here. The
Vixe.
Circle of Archmagi has overstepped their authority. Again. I don't know how to explain this any better. This is not a problem to solve with cannons or steam.
No wonder your guard got so angry. I feel the same way when Ludwig's near.
Qual que é a missão? Fale que eu vi e load. Não queria fazer isso, cara. E não tá podendo teleportar. Ah, não vai ter jeito, fazer o quê? Foda-se. Falei que ladrão antes. Ah.
Envoy, I hope you found what you were looking for, because those ruins are about to be a distant memory. How clever of you. This is a spring from which the Dream Scourge flows, injecting poison into the veins of the island.
No, a cleansing fire. Poison or cure?
The same poison that spread to Fior Messiverno, and even now rots the city from within.
The only poison I see here is you, and I would love nothing more than to purge you from the living lands.
Charming. Stand by my side, and we can strike a blow at the Dream Scourge. And at Sapadal. There are two plagues in the living lands. Help me destroy one, and the other will follow.
Ashes. Nothing of the Akita will remain.
We may not burn out the dream scourge here, but we can burn out its symptoms and take the fight to your patron.
Spirits cry out, bury the fire, but still they rage.
Is her first instinct always to destroy stuff and hope that fixes things?
Always thinking with your sword. You zealots never change. I happen to like these ruins. They've been very informative. Without them, I'd never have learned there was a new god in the living lands.
Another reason why they should be destroyed. Sapadal is dangerous, but an archmage is more unpredictable by far.
I do love it when people choose to listen to reason. I have an alternate solution to the problem at hand.
This should be amusing.
I am not talking to you, am I? Don't interrupt me.
Yes, honestly, it's quite simple. I can sever the connection between the Adra in the ruins and the rest of the living lands. It will isolate the dream-scourged essence and halt the creation of new dream thralls in Shatterscarp. But those that exist will remain. My solution will end the plague in this region, I believe, and keep Ludwine from having to do terrible things to those nice ruins. I knew I liked you for a reason. Yes, there is a catch. It's also what you may call a large one. Severing the Adra will require the use of a truly immense amount of essence, which, well, will result in a few deaths.
A gentle sleep. One moment day, the next, a poppy's dream to carry them to the Garden of Night. They would feel no pain.
Yes, exactly. Very concisely put. I'm so very glad you recall.
You also will not enjoy hearing that it may cost a few dozen deaths. Possibly even 100. There is no control over who will perish in the process. But it will stop the Dream Scourge from spreading in Shatterscarp. No new Dream Thralls will be created.
I once thought of pursuing such an idea, but only after careful study. What she suggests is anything but careful.
It's not an ideal solution. But it is easier to save a life when you've amputated the necrotic limb, so to speak.
At least I'm not the only rational voice in this debate. She would sacrifice the very people we're trying to save, and for what? Not even to destroy the Dream Scourge. Merely to slow it down.
Destroying the ruins and killing the dream thralls within is also a short-term measure. Ludwig's solution will eventually result in the same number of casualties, possibly even more. It's simple. Ludwig's solution will kill dream thralls, but not eradicate the plague itself. So long as the dream scourge exists, more people will become infected. And the infected will take more lives, and this will continue indefinitely.
She has no idea what the consequences of her actions might be. And neither do you. Envoy, I want to show you something. I swore an oath to my goddess. A solemn vow that I would give everything in service to her. Even myself. And I did so, gladly. Sapadal wants the same devotion from you. The only difference is, you never had a choice. An avowed servant of a higher power, much like you.
She's a death guard, obviously. One of nature's little mistakes. Too dead to live. Too stubborn to die.
Silence. The mask is my true face. My covenant with my goddess. The obligation I chose. And what makes you so sure the decision is truly yours? Sapadal has been whispering in your ear, guiding you, influencing you. You owe Sapadal nothing, and yet they demand everything. That is not devotion. It's cruel.
What an amateur. She accuses Sapadal of what she intends to inflict on you. Don't fall for it.
Yes, quite difficult to decide whether to believe your new god or the angry skeleton actively threatening us.
Godlike. I leave the choice to you. Both options will bring harm. The question is, which will bring more good?
Caralho, mano. Eu tô perdido. E o diálogo tá muito estranho. Putas. E agora, hein? É, vamos ver isso aqui.
Countless will die regardless if the Dream Scourge is not stopped. Remember the village and the statue it couldn't repair. Remember the lesson I tried to teach you. None of our lives matters. Not when they might cost us the future. Now choose, Envoy. Destroy the ruins and the Dream Thralls, but allow the plague to keep spreading. Or sever the Adra and end the plague in Shatterscarp, with an unknowable number of casualties.
She toys with you with innocent lives, while I offer only the truth.
Mano. Vou escolher de quem me acompanha. Eu quero ouvi-los.
Good people die
Pessoas
either
boas vão
way.
morrer de qualquer jeito,
But
mas
severing the
cortada
Adra shortens their suffering, I hope.
Breaking the Adra is a bold choice, but it's such a terrible cost. If only we had time to do it with some finesse. Then again, it's not as if I trust Ludwig. The dead have no right to choose for the living. I'm at a loss. Whatever you do, make sure you believe in it, because there's no going back.
Puta que pariu.
Call it an experiment. To see if a mortal can think of futures beyond one's lifetime. And be less sentimental than the village about its statue. Also, I rather loathe the Inquisitor. She's far too used to getting her own way.
Ideological and self-absorbed. You hold a blade to the throat of my soldiers, but that's no excuse for wasting my time. Envoy, I hate to be in this position, but at least the choice is in Adir's hands. So choose.
Meu Deus. Não tem como salvar o jogo, sabia. Ai, cara. Ai, mano. O que fazer? Eu vou ficar com a 2, mano. Seja o que for. Ah. Eu não confio muito nesse cara aqui, não. Apesar que essa aqui também tem pouco. Ai, bora lá. É. Ó, Senado precisa de ajuda para lutar contra todos esses servos oníricos. Agora, destrua as ruínas inquisidoras. Acabar com a propagação da praga do sonho, escapa lascada de uma vez por todas. Vale o preço. Corte a Ada Hilgrim. Vou ficar com a 2, cara.
Oh, what a relief. You really scared me there, Envoy.
E
I
eu?
don't like our options, but maybe we can learn something from this one.
So be it. Sapadal's hold over you is stronger than I suspected.
Rune, strengthen the living leaves. We twine.
Vai querer matar
Attune
nós.
your soul to Sapadal to assist my focus on the Adra. You're the only one who can do that part. And Yatsley, come, help me. I think you'll enjoy this. Marinsoth Klathan Ed Marslante.
Allowed this.
Why are we deferring to that maniac Ringgrim? Ugh.
I don't trust this heathen magic.
E agora, querido?
I am delighted to have been right about you. I was hoping you'd have the cold logic I wanted to see. We've dealt with the Dream Scourge, but you'll still have some cleaning up to do. Now that I know this was all because of a new god flailing in their cage, the Living Lands is no longer of interest to me. I'm sure she will try. She seemed quite incensed when she left. But that is for you to wrestle with. I'm done here. However, I have one final question for your young wizard.
For... me?
Vai levar ela embora?
You have shown a great deal of talent, Yatsley. Few can harness so much essence with ease. I could use your assistance. And the companionship. It's really dreary being alone. Should you wish to return with me, I would happily take you on as my apprentice. The rest of the circle do not often visit, which is good because they're tiresome. You, however, are a power worth shaping, and rather delightful to boot.
Well, obviously, I'm... Wait. Really? You want me to... Wow. That would be... amazing! But, I have to think about it. At the very least, the envoy would be lost without me. And so would my lover. Though the idea of finally devoting more time to magic is... tempting.
Porra. Eu vou deixar ela se virar. Tome sua decisão com base no que você quer, hein?
I very rarely take on an apprentice, and I have near infinite patience. The offer will stand. Don't worry. My work will still be here when you're done with your godlike's quest. Whatever you decide, it will be some months before I depart. You know where to find me. Be clever, godlike. Don't think too much with your heart.
É. Vamos falar com ela.
What is done is done. Do not waste your breath justifying it to me. Countless innocent lives cut short, even my own soldiers. And for what? Make no mistake. There will be a reckoning for the chaos you unleashed here. At least now I have a better idea of who is pulling your strings. And that is what she wants you to believe. Envoy, need I remind you why the Emperor sent you? To burn out a threat at any cost. To impose order where chaos reigns. If you and Heelguard are too spineless to remember your allegiance, I'll have to finish the job myself. All I wanted to do was protect Shatterscarp. Give it the chance that Fior Messiverno did not have. Unusual, isn't it? How you spared one settlement and condemned another. Whatever helps you sleep at night. A word of warning, Envoy. You and I are running out of opportunities to save the living lands from itself. I allowed you to dictate the terms of this meeting. I won't make that mistake twice.
Agradeço.
Your gratitude is wasted on me. All I want is your reason. Until next time, Envoy.
What a vile, intolerant creature.
Beleza. Pô, a escolha era bem difícil, né, mano? E eu tava perdido. Agora a gente consegue voltar pro acampamento. Sim, conseguimos. Ai, vamos ver o acampamento.
We need to talk. You let a mad archmage unleash death with a spell. I need to know why.
Estou aqui para parar para frente de...
Is that our answer now? Do we extract that price from every settlement in the Living Lands?
What is the alternative? That we allow the Dream Scourge to spread unchecked?
I don't know. Maybe.
Fui tu meio. That choice shouldn't be in anyone's hands.
Then why did we leave it to that archmage?
Reengrim knows more about the Dream Scourge than we do, and we know more than most others do. She found a great solution, but it came with a great cost. What more could we expect?
Do you hear yourself? You both saw what kind of person she is. The twisted little world she built for herself. If ending the Dream Scourge means handing our fate to someone like her, then perhaps it's not worth the cost.
Talvez você tenha razão. Se o preço for fazer escolhas como essa, talvez seja melhor entregar nosso destino ao leme dos deuses.
Kai, let's be honest. None of us are walking away from this with a clean conscience. But unless someone makes the tough decisions, the Dream Scourge will kill us all. Or worse. That means living with our nightmares. Embracing them if we must.
Right. Getting killed by monsters is one thing, but turning into one...
We stand here bickering while the solution is just over the horizon. Nothing matters but the garden. Shatterscarp, even Emerald Stair. They're distractions by comparison.
É, meu brother, as escolhas foi difícil mesmo, foi de quebrar.
It's hard to imagine leaving forever, especially with Quilichi still there. What about you, dearie?
Even if I could go back, it wouldn't be the same. Who knows? Maybe getting banished was the best thing that's happened to me in a while.
Maybe Fjord was holding you back. And you can return one day to rub all your success in their faces.
You're too kind to me, Yatsli. I don't deserve you.
Oh, for all you put up with from me, I'm sure I could be kinder. But I'm always happy to help.
É um diálogo da hora, né, mano? Eu vou colocar... Deixa eu ver qual que fica melhor nessa. Aí, ó, bem vestidinha. Agora vamos lá. Vou guardar esse aqui no baú. Também. Guarda esse. Esse também. Também. Vou guardar isso. Isso. O arco por enquanto não. Essa eu tô usando. Vou guardar essa aqui. Língua de inferno. Guarda também. Eu vou guardar esse que parece interessante. Vou guardar uma lança, não tenho lança. A adaga soberba vamos guardar. O arco vou deixar, porque eu tô sem arco no inventário. É isso. Tem um encantador de armas. Pra encantar a varinha e a arma, ok.
Thank you for telling us about Tama. For what it's worth, I don't think less of you. Dealing with grief, it's never easy.
I've lost people before. You're right. The grief is never easy. What I didn't know how to deal with was the shame, knowing I'd failed them.
We never fail those who love us. But our conscience tells us otherwise.
Assim. Totem ativo. Beleza, não vou mexer nisso agora não. Vamos falar com esse cara aqui.
So, we found a map to the garden. Now we see how accurate those ancient godless cartographers could possibly be. Not sure how helpful that map will be, really. There's probably a reason no one's been to the garden in centuries. We'll see. We don't know what's really there, other than your secret god friend. I figure either it's a complete dud and there's nothing really there, or we all lose our minds the second we show up. Either way, was it worth it? Who knows? I get it, those visions, or whatever you're having must be really disturbing. But how do you know they won't just get worse? I guess that's not my problem, really. My job is to keep you alive, whether you've got a god in your head or not. Just don't do anything stupid, all right? Anyway. You too.
Vamos falar com o Kai.
Listen, thank you for visiting Tama's memorial with me. I ran from that for so long. I never would have faced it without your help. Like I just woke up with a hangover. Every feeling, every memory I tried to keep a lid on is sloshing around, and I'm struggling to keep my balance. But I'm also remembering moments I hadn't let myself think on in a long time. Feeling a warmth I couldn't get close to. Yeah, after I ride out the worst of it.
We think of grief as a burden, as something to be conquered. After a while, it gets to be so familiar, it's almost a source of comfort.
I wish this were another burden to conquer. That would feel easier. It's hard to imagine grief ever being a comfort, but I'll have to take your word for it.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Thanks. I'll get there. And thank you for seeing this through with me. Was there something else?
Só isso,
I
tá
can
bom.
take watch. I'll be up a while anyway.
Falar com a Giata.
Can we talk a moment? I wanted to pick your brain about Shatterscarp. How much do you really know about Adra? Very good. We severed the Adra and Naku Kubel to slow down the Dream Scourge. But at what cost? That would be putting it lightly. The souls of the dead who go looking for a passage to the beyond will have nowhere to go. They'll be lost in darkness. Some will find their way to an Adra pillar, far from Shatterscarp. But others could wander this land for centuries. A watcher, maybe. It's a shame we haven't got one. Try as we might to help others, we won't always succeed. Even the dead can suffer the consequences of our actions. I just wish the world and its problems would leave us alone. Even for a moment. Give us time to focus on our mission. Ourselves. As do I. We both deserve a little peace. And if the world will not give it to us, then we'll just find it in each other. While I have your ear, can I ask you one more question?
Passa com.
Much appreciated. Something about Inquisitor Ludwig has been getting to me. She seemed eager to distinguish your Adiran loyalty from your nature as a godlike, as though the two are incompatible. She believes you can be loyal to your country or to your nature, but not both. Do you find that unusual? To be sure. It's just... when you rejected Ludwig's offer, she wasn't surprised. As though she saw it coming. Ludwig clearly respects you, but I don't believe she trusts you. Anyway, that just had me thinking. Could be nothing, or could be something. Time will tell. Get some rest. You deserve a nap. For that matter, so do I. Despite everything that's happened, I'm so grateful to be working with Yatsli. In many ways, Quilichi has been like a second father to me. But Yatsli, she's like my dirty aunt who's up to no good. Oh, she's an expert in that field. So, what's on your mind? Anything in particular? Oh, she was incredible. A self-employed researcher working to further her own interests, answering to no one. Not that I'm overlooking her arrogance or her disdain for the lives of others. What inspires me is her persistence. More importantly, she confirmed my suspicion. The living land sits atop a closed system of Adra. If nothing else, it's good to find someone who believes in your work. On this scale, very unusual. I've been thinking, a closed system might explain a few things. Imagine souls passing through Adra. They die here and they're reborn here, over and over. After so many lifetimes, the Adra grows dense, full of life and wisdom, fear and pain, with nowhere to go. A quaint but accurate simplification. Such an environment would be rich with essence, messy, but full of potential for something or someone to grow. Maybe that's how they started, in their most primordial form. Anyway, it's just a theory. Don't quote me on it. Thanks for talking.
For the camp of an official Adiran envoy, I was expecting a little more. A proper bed, at least. But I suppose this will do for now. As long as you have a bath, of course. With how overwrought you Adirans can be, I expected at least some tacky rubs. But as riveting as it is to complain about our accommodations, I imagine you have another topic in mind? I'm the only buyer you'll find here, and I already have the jar. A lesson for next time, darling. It's always worth some haggling. Unfortunately, it's been quite some time since I've met another who focused on the godless as I do. And I imagine I'd be more knowledgeable on the subject than anyone else you could find. Technically, yes. Well, it set me on the path, at least. When I got my first grimoire as a child, I was trying out some of the fancy new spells I'd been given. I was attempting a simple illusion spell, but I must have slurred my words. The next thing I know, everything was on fire. That was my assumption as well. Barrett's balls. It's nice to know I won't have to dumb things down with you. What is childhood but for silly things? When else can you get away with arson? My father was able to pull me from the flames as my mother doused them. I burned myself badly enough to give myself some vivid dreams, but the house still stood at the end. Unfortunately, my delightful personality only carries me so far. But they were scholars themselves and appreciated my initiative. They just wanted to supervise me from then on. The only lasting damage was my burn mark and the dreams. Nightmares are still dreams, Envoy. Just not ones you'd recommend to others. They're not nearly as enjoyable as my more, provocative dreams. Oh. Well, just be sure to have a quick release knot if you ever make that fantasy reality. Someone should learn from my mistakes. I certainly have no intention to.
That's one use for rigging.
As delightful as you are, we've much to do and less time to do it in. Shall we go?
Hey, I wanted to say that I'm sorry to hear about the whole Tama thing.
Thanks, Marius. That means a lot.
Bora lá, sair aqui mesmo, sair aqui mesmo, sair aqui. Sair aqui. Ah, vamos manter. Vamos manter as duas meninas.
How could they? Beloved that you are, and still they bared their fangs. We blessed the Jabaru-Sanakis, and they prick us in return. Blood on the wire. Roots like a wall. We only meant to protect. We thrashed against the blinding light to keep the Akita safe. We never wanted this. So many seedlings lost. We grieved, but we saved many. The moon waxes from darkness. A new turn. New memories. Yet still the branches swipe. We mourn. We could not be to blame. They should have shared our love. Their spite? This we could not foresee. But you are here. A green shoot after the fire. You would not raise your hand against us. Freedom from the garden. A lamp to light our way. Sleep now. Dream of golden poppies on the road ahead.
É isso. Tá. Tenho que subir ali pra entregar uma missão ali. Bom, pelo que eu entendi, a escolha que nós fez, todo mundo que estava infectado pela essa praga dos sonhos aí, morreu. Junto com ela, né? A outra escolha era ter matado todos as pessoas infectadas, porém a praga dos sonhos ainda continuaria a agir, que eu acho que infectaria mais e mais pessoas. E haveria mais morte do que matando todos os que estavam infectados, né? É, infelizmente é uma escolha difícil, mas... E aí, fazer o quê? Melhor cortar o mal pela raiz logo, né? Bom, aqui, aparentemente eu não tenho mais nada aqui, mano. Acho que podemos voltar, tá ligado? Vamos lá. Uma missão pra entregar ali e depois a gente vê o que que faz. Viajar pra lá de novo, lá no início do mapa. Ah, isso é bom, acho que tem missão pra lá. Acho que é melhor vir pra cá. É só entrar aqui, velho. Deu bom.
They say that the city stands because a stranger came to our defense. Agrasima, godlike. Now, to business. Are you here to collect the bounty? Whose death am I recording? Impressive. I wonder if my theory about her is correct.
Pessoal, gostaria de saber se minha teoria sobre as arcas reticentes tinha uma presença poderosa vindo dela, mas...
Is that so? Huh, how fascinating. Here's hoping I get approved to study the flow of essence into the region's fauna after all this is done. Perfetto! That's all of them! As am I. At last I can turn my attention to more important things. Oh, how I've missed my research. Oh, please take this. It's from my personal collection of essence-infused oddities. I have a feeling you will find it of more use than I would.
Ok. O que mais agora? Diário. Posso dar alvorada. Sombras do passado é a missão principal, ok. E se eu... Essa daqui tem como rastrear ainda? Tem que encontrar o ferreiro de metal estelar, mas eu acho que não é aqui, cara. Tudo bem que não fala onde tá, né? Terras férteis. Vou sair aqui de novo. Alguma coisa em cima. Deixa pra lá. Escarpa lascado. Onde é a missão mesmo? Alguém nas terras férteis. Tem duas missões que nunca vai localizar elas, cara. Nunca não, né? Tem que procurar.
I don't see what's the problem.
If you can't see it, I doubt you can see it.
Nossa, por que que tá pulando tão alto assim, cara? Eu, hein? Costa da Alvorada. Costa da Alvorada. Uns bug. Aí tem hora que dá umas bugadas muito louco. Tudo que aquele cara tava pulando. Ah, onde é que a gente tem que ir mesmo? Ferreiro por aqui. Ferreiro não, a loja, será? Vamos ver. Ah, tem uma atrás por aqui afora.
When Wodika takes back her throne, all transgressions and injustices will come to light.
Envoy, hello. I'm glad to see you on your feet. How can I help you? Inquisitor Ludwig is the commander of the Steel Garrote in Paradise. Were you to ask her, she'd say she keeps the peace. But she doesn't keep it so much as prosecute it. As ruthlessly as the ambassador will let her. She's also a veteran of the Steel Garrote's campaign in the Deathfire, where she died.
Wait, does that mean she's a death guard? Good to know even Barrett didn't want her.
I don't know what happened to her there, but I suppose Wodika wasn't done with her yet. I suppose you two have that in common. Cryptic Neil! I remember him fondly. I took every upper-level course the university offered on memory and recall to circumvent the Walian glamour on him. And even then, it only barely worked. I had to look at him out of the corner of my eye and half cross them while thinking of something dreadfully boring like, grimoire repair. On the upside, it's made me an exceptional clerk. But that's neither here nor there. We were discussing death guards. Death guards are surpassingly rare. Some of the secretaries who traveled with our dignitaries in the Deathfire spoke of one named Iser, a devotee of Berith, who guards the hanging sepulchres there. But I have heard of none others except those I've read about in the histories. They are people, most often paladins or priests, so devoted to a cause that they simply refuse to pass on to the wheel when they die. Their soul haunts their body. The passion required to sustain them devours their flesh, and they swiftly turn to bone. I've never read a history nor tale of a death guard that did not end with them going quite mad. When they lose their capacity to care for anything but their cause, they cannot love. And when they cannot love, they cannot be merciful. And so everything before them becomes only an obstacle. I only met her once. She was a mid-level member of the Steel Garrote then, chasing oathbreakers who'd fled Adiran law. She'd come back to the Imperial Archives to borrow a map to a place called Oathbinder's Sanctum. I remember she was furious because the map was quite poor. She worried about finding the place, about properly executing her duty to her god. She wanted, I think, to do a good job. So, while clearly she has changed, in some sense, I'd say she's much the same. Think upon your promises and die. That's the litany of the Steel Garrote, usually said right before they kill you. They're an order of paladins born and bred in Adir, though clearly they've found plenty of work beyond our borders. Their remit is simple but comprehensive. They punish all who break their oaths. In practice, that has historically meant contracts. One lord or merchant will hire the Steel Garrote to bring a duplicitous rival to justice. Since the events in the Deadfire, their operations have expanded. The Steel Garrote has always been associated with Wodaka. Now, they are explicitly her order. And they go wherever Wodaka's priests, or Wodaka herself, believes there is a need for them to go. The Living Lands are a dangerous, lawless frontier in sore need of order. Thus, they are here. Or so the Steel Garrote say. Do you think so? I've always found her inflexibility comforting. Wodaka's edicts are clear. If you obey her laws, pursue justice, punish the guilty, and give fealty to the Emperor, then you have pleased her, and I aim to please. But Wodaka does not trust. She demands that you declare yourself for her again and again. Her every request is a test, and her every test is an opportunity to disappoint her. I appreciate a god who makes you work for their grace. I don't want anything given to me for free. Should you ever need me, I will be here. Safe travels, envoy.
Ah, mas não era isso que eu tava procurando.
None will be spared.
Onde é que tá, mano?
When Wodaka takes back our throne, all transgressions and injustices will come to light. None will be spared. Their due retribution.
I knew you'd be back.
Vamos vender umas coisas agora aqui. Armas. Machado comum, espada longa, daga. Espada, pistola comum, varinha. Espada decente. Tudo decente. Espada longa. Pistola decente. Arco decente. Abatruz. Manto comum, couraça. Opcional, excepcional. Luvas. É lendária, né? Tem itens únicos aqui, brother. Tá. Vou abrir aqui o inventário agora. Guardar no acampamento. Vamos guardar isso. É 10% de dano de choque, 20%. Tá, pegamos 20% de dano de vida lentamente. Invoca um trio de aranhazinhas comedoras de cristal para lutar ao seu lado. Ó, da hora. É, mas por enquanto vamos só guardar. Vou trocar os meus, tá bem escolhido já. Espada longa, vamos guardar esse aqui. Guarda. Pode guardar. Tem 2 arcos, cara. Excepcional. Acho que eu vou vender os 2. Tem um soberbo aqui. Dano físico 126. É. Só vender os 2 ali. Armas. Vou vender os 2. Pronto. Tá, agora vamos lá no objetivo. Onde é que eu tô? Vai reto e sobe.
When Wodika takes back her throne, all transgressions and injustices will come to light.
Como é que eu vou pra lá, cara?
That'll show him.
Pra matar o boss, isso é do mapa inicial, né? Easy Breezes.
I can't believe you did it.
When Wodaka takes back our throne, all transgressions and injustice come
Ora.
Welcome back, Envoy. Show it here. I don't envy you having gone into that horrid place, but I'm thankful you did so. Well, I'll be. That's all of the bounties. Mighty fine work, Envoy. Mighty fine indeed. Hope you're proud of all you've done. Thanks to you, Don Shore is safer for all of us. Gods protect you, wherever you are.
Boa. Aqui. Algo está crescendo o meu escudo de madeira. Isso me dá. Isso que dá roubar o escudo de um. Esconder essa porcaria até encontrar um bom herbicida. Ou uma tesoura de poda. Como é que a gente sabe onde é isso, cara? Você encontra um... tem um outro, tem 2 tesouros. Tem 2 tesouros, 2 missões secundárias. Eu acho que não rastreia, não rastreia, não rastreia. Tá, vai ser coisa que eu vou ter que fazer depois. Rastreia. Não pago. E escarpa na retração. Ele morreu na introdução. Escarpa na retração. Parece incompleto. Você deveria entregar a Sansa. Escarpa lascada. Entrega as anotações. Escarpa lascada não é aqui. Aqui é Paradise.
Word of advice? Try not to get killed. Again.
Bom, galera, mas é isso. Vou ficar por aqui. Depois a gente continua. E aí eu tenho umas missões pra fazer por aqui. Fica assim, então. Vou salvar aqui. Substituir. Salvando.
It grows in ditches in your old stair, even now.
E para o menu principal. Bora. Próximo a gente continua aí. Valeu.